Alrighty, everybody. Seattle 206723 here, and we're gonna do a whiskey review of the Lagavulin 16-year-old from the Islay Isles of Scotland. The Lagavulin has been is an Islay malt. It's been aged 16 years on the island, and I got a request from one of my subscribers to do this particular review, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Of course, as always, generally what you want to do is you want to let these guys set up for a few minutes, but in order to compensate for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water to it, to open it up a little bit, so that way we can speed the review along. But I'll give you tasting notes, I'll give you the smell notes, and I'll give you a finish on this particular one. So, in order to begin an Elitist whiskey review, you must always have one of these as your coaster. Set that like that. Let's go ahead and crack this open. Now, I've tried it a few different times. It's just down here to this point. I think you can see that in the camera. I've had just a few glasses of it, just to see what it's like. And this is a man's scotch. Go ahead and a little bit there. You can smell that already, huh? Let me pull it out there a little bit. Give her a little bit of room. And you can. Oh yeah, you smell that peat, charcoal, because this was matured in a sherry cask as well. You get a little bit of sherry. It's got legs on it, if you guys can see that. I don't think you can. Give her a little swirl here. See if I can get those legs to dance and stand up. I can see them pretty good, but what I mean by legs is that there is these oily lines that start to develop. So it's got a little bit of oil to it, and it's been aged 16 years. There's that charcoal, that iodine, sherry, a little bit of orange zest, licorice, smoke, peat. Smoke. What I mean by smoke is if you were a former smoker, smoked cigarettes or cigars, anything, and you get that smoky taste in the back, it's got that on the notes here. Definitely can smell that. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of water to it to open it up. Add a little bit more. Now this particular bottle is bottled at 43%. So it's not, it's 86% proof for a single malt scotch. For a single malt scotch, that's, it could be better at 46. The water I add to it's going to knock it down a little bit, but it's going to open it up and let me, see what it particularly has. Now I'm going to read the, I've already read the back of the box. I'm going to take a look here while it sets up a little bit, see what I get on the any particular notes that they have. No, it's a story on the bottle. The information I've divulged about it was actually from the website itself, so I know that it's been aged 16 years in an oak cask, and it's been finished off in sherry. Here it is. Long maturation in oak cask. All helps to shape Lagavulin's robust and smoky character. This one also was put into a sherry cask as well. Now, this is a very pungent whiskey. And what I mean by a very pungent whiskey is that this particular whiskey, the smokiness is heavy and it's pungent. It'll stick with you a while. This is something that you drink and you'll think about it later. I mean, it'll be there with you later. It's got a long finish and it's a very pungent, smoky, peaty drink. Let's see what I get on the nose now after I put that water in there. That opened up more peat, more smoke. I get that zest of orange in there. That's a particularly different smell for a smoky, peaty drink. It's like Ardbeg, but they added the zest of different fruits and citrus to it, which I find different. It's not salt. Kind of a salty, briny taste, smell. Licorice, definitely. Let's see what we get on the palate here. See what it all boils down to is the old drink. Wow. On the palate, peat, smoke, sherry, a nice orange, slightly sherried, licorice, well-balanced taste. When they first put it on the tongue, on the palate, it's smooth. The alcohol isn't overbearing. I added some water to it, and that's exactly how I like it. If you take it straight out the bottle, for my palate, it's a little bit too pungent. So that's the reason why I added the water to the 43%. Now, I know a lot of guys like that extra kick. It's your liquor. You drink it the way you like it. That's my liquor. I drink it the way I like it. I like it with the extra water because it takes down that pungent smoke that hits you at the beginning. It takes it away. And that works for me. Again, that was on the palate and the development of the spirit itself. Now we're gonna give you a finished tasting note, and it gives me an opportunity to get another sip in. Through the development, sherry, smoke, peat, charcoal, licorice, a zest of orange, smooth, well developed, smooth finish with that smoke and licorice and charcoal. It's not pungent. It's not too much. The water takes it down on the finish. Otherwise, it would be up there on the finish. This is not the typical liquor, scotch, that you're going to give a beginner. Some people will say it's okay, it's fine. For American taste buds, and, we like our sweets and our, there's a lot of cereal, candy foods and cereals and stuff like that, and barbecue sauces. This doesn't have that in it. It's an Islay single malt liquor from Scotland. It's very good. Do not get me wrong. I like it. It gives you something different and from a different perspective with from your normal sherry, your Balvinis, your sherries like Macallan 18 or Glendronach's or Aberlour. This is on the level with an Ardbeg. It's been maturated for 16 years, and that's perfect for it. It's got that smooth finish. I could try it straight. I get the same thing, but I get it more pungent. I don't like the pungency of this particular liquor straight. The single malt Scotch liquor. I'm an American, forgive me. But with a teaspoon of water, and that's what your water is there for, is to get it to where you like it. So always remember that. Ratings, malt marks, I typically don't do them because I just do this because I like the liquors. And I think it'd be a good experience to do this and allow others to see, what's out there and what's available. And the whole thing about this is the experience, the taste. This is something normally that you will not taste in a day. This is an experience all on its own. When you're messing with Lagavulin, you're messing with Ardbeg, even Bowman. I've had some of those at a couple of bars. 15-year-old and 18-year-old Bowmans. I'm looking for a Kalila 18 right now. Highland Park is kind of middle of the road. I'd start anybody with a Highland Park 18. Highland Park 18, I'd start with one of those. Lagavulin 16, I could start someone one of those who is a bit more adventurous and likes different tastes and experiences. This would be fine to start them with. I try it for them straight and then give them a teaspoon of water and tell them what you think, because I did actually give someone a drink of this, and it was a lot for their taste buds. So I know from experience that this is a particular liquor that's out of the norm for most Americans. So because I've been around the world, literally, I've left out of California when I came back, out of Philadelphia, and when I came back to the States, I was in California. So I'm a bit more an adventurous person. It doesn't bother me. Like right now, I can still taste the pungency of the smoke, the licorice, and the charcoal. And without the water, you get more of an iodine taste for my palate with this particular liquor. But it's all well balanced. It takes you through the notes at a smooth progression within the development of the whiskey. That's really what it's all about. And that experience is top notch. They did a hell of a job with that. If you're grading this whiskey on development and experience, top notch, hands down. It's up there, and that's the reason why a lot of people rate it very well. This is a very well reviewed and rated single malt Scotch, and there's a reason for that. The experience and the development and the quality of cask and the quality of this liquor is on display. It progresses in development from a sherry to a charcoal to a peat to a smoke to a lime and orange zest in perfect harmony and perfection. It does it. And then it mellows on down to a pungent charcoal, licorice, smoky finish. And then it gives you a pungent, smoky aftertaste. That's mellow. That's what quality single malts are all about, is to be able to experience the different tastes in a harmony that is both progressive and steady and enjoyable. That's what it's all about for me. You know, hands down, top notch liquor. I'm gonna finish this off. Hands down, great liquor. The progression goes, I mean, when you're grading a liquor, a single malt scotch, and you want to experience the progression of it, Lagavulin 16 is a measuring stick. I mean, you know, I've got sherries that do not progress as well as this in my whiskey collection. Well, I've gone on for 16 minutes, folks. I didn't intend to make this video this long. Please rate, please comment, please subscribe. This is Seattle 206-723, and I'm out.